Being a beauty boss is challenging in so many ways. Many people simply don't understand that just because you are known as a makeup artist or stylist, that business is a huge part of the business. Okay, let's say that again. Business is a huge part of the business. We're not just making you look amazing, but we are real life business owners. A lot of people don't understand that. They don't understand that we are real life business owners. We running an empire. We doing some things out here, okay? So I want to talk about the realness of beauty and business and how it's not as easy as it looks. Hey, it's Lakita of MakiBeauty.com, and you're listening to Confidence on Stilettos, where we empower you to set goals, crush them, and look damn good while making boss moves. So let me go ahead, y'all, and let me jump into this. Girls, have a seat. Ladies, beauties, have a seat. You know, when I decided to do this topic of beauty and business, I thought about women in general. But, this is really beneficial for, let's say, women that's in the beauty business. Hairstylists, nail stylists, eyelash artists, makeup artists, but again, you can apply any of this to any business. So let me first just say, again, that running a beauty business is hard work. And listen, I too jumped out here with the mindset that I'm going to do makeup and skincare, and boom, there you have it. That's all I'm going to be doing. I had no idea how to run a legit business. I did register my business and got my articles and things like that, my articles of organization. And then I started my first website through Wix website, right? So, that was my idea of being a beauty boss. I'm like, girl, okay, so I got my little website, and now I'm official. I got my articles of organization, so I'm a legit business, right? Psych, that was just part of it. So with this episode, I pray this episode is informative for you. My hope is that all of my new beauty bosses out there that's, ready to take that leap of faith, I want you to learn from my mistakes, and hopefully this helps you not go down the wrong paths that I went down, Now, hey, did I mention, girl, did I mention that running a business is hard damn work, like hard work. Many beauty bosses have been perfecting their craft for many, many years before they even begin charging for their service, right? And for me, I was doing makeup off and on, I'm going to say, since I was a junior in high school. But I didn't take it truly serious until 2004, somewhere around 2000, I'm going to say somewhere between 2003, 2004 is when I can say that I started to take it really serious. And recognizing that I was good at it, and not that, I didn't start charging, but I recognized that I was good at what I did. So I actually started charging people in 2015. Girl, you heard me. Stop playing like you didn't hear me. 2015 is when I really started charging people for the services that I was providing. Yes. You heard me. I don't know what to tell y'all. Look, I'm finna just pause real quick. And let's just breathe. Okay? Because that put everything in perspective for me, okay? Even for me right now doing this podcast from 2003 or 2004 to 2015. Y'all, what is that? Damn near 9-10 years or even more than that? Oh my goodness. Ooh, child, don't be like me, okay? When you recognize your gifts and when God has given you authority to move within that spectrum of your gift and your talents that He has given you, once you perfect your craft and you know that you are good at what you do, start charging, okay? I want you to start charging, even if it's just a little, the minimum of what, others may charge. Start charging. So when you hear people talk about limited beliefs and you're standing in your own way, that's real damn talk. That's real talk. And I'm not ashamed to say that that was a huge part of my journey, was the limiting beliefs a part of it. Because I didn't truly understand like mindset, the people that was around me. I didn't understand that because I was so young when I started my business. And I believe that oftentimes we are not honest with ourselves, and we do cover up while we may not launch our business or products, when the root of the problem is your mindset and the programming that you must deprogram. Because let's face it, a lot of what, have been programmed within us from birth is not truly accurate, or they're not the belief system that we should continue with to move past, where we're headed to. Okay. So you have to align your belief system with where God is leading you to. And a lot of things like, for as far as me, just to be transparent, I come from a background of hardworking women. And when I say hardworking women, they've always worked for someone else. They've never truly worked, within the spectrum of their own gifts and talents and to make money off of that. So it's something that I did not see. It's something that I was not privy to even see. Not even around me. Like my friends' parents and things like that didn't have their own businesses. They all had to go into a 9-to-5, so to speak, to make ends meet. And so I wasn't around people who was actually doing, their own thing. They wasn't the CEO of their life. They wasn't, their time was limited because guess what? They had to go into somebody else's job. They didn't have freedom of time. So a lot of this, you have to get around and learn at a young age, early on in your business, that if you don't see it, you can be it, but it's going to take you a longer time to become it. Start learning to get into networking circles. Start learning to reach out to people that you see that's headed in or doing at least the same thing, the same niche that you want to do. Start reaching out to people and saying, hey, I've noticed you, and I just want to know if you're hosting any events, if you want to be a mentor. It's nothing wrong with reaching out to people, following people, and just taking that leap of faith and asking for mentorship and things like that. Right? So on top of you practicing your craft consistently, you must consistently work on your personal growth and determine your big why. Okay? I'm going to do a podcast episode about this later as far as that why, because your why is truly important. And I look at your why different than what other people look at. Okay? When it comes down to you running a business, people are going to purchase from you based off of the reason why you're doing what you're doing. They're not necessarily going to buy your product, okay? If people believe in what you believe in, that's what builds likability and trust, and they trust to buy your product. But again, I'm going to do an episode about that later, okay? So you have to, like I said, you have to understand your why. And why are you launching your beauty business, okay? Is it for money? Is it for freedom? And when I say freedom, time is freedom, okay? Each season of your journey, your why honestly will change, right? As far as like when I first started, I needed freedom of my time because I wanted to be here for my kids. But I've always known why, my big why, I do it. My beauty business is about helping women find their voice and standing confidently in their truth, and being able to come from behind that curtain they may have been hiding behind, metaphorically speaking, but the curtain that they would have been hiding behind, to make an impact in this world, because we are all here to make an impact. And what I learned is that people will box you in if you let them. People will put their own limiting beliefs on you, which can spill over in you starting your business. And it can even spill over into once you start your business, of how you move and how you create your strategy. So when they see you with a makeup brush, a comb, eyelash tweezers, lash applicators, palettes, they think, oh yeah, she's just a makeup artist. Oh yeah, she's just a stylist. And I can call her and she'll be available anytime to answer my calls. Okay. Let me tell you this. No, hunty. I run my business like it's a Fortune 500 business. You can't DM me or call me anytime you want to. Well, I mean, you can, but I'm not going to answer. Okay. I'll respond within 24 to 48 business hours. This is why it's important as a beauty boss that you have systems in place and that you have, because your systems are merely going to train your potential clients and your clients or of how you do business out, straight out the gate. So if you know it's not your custom to answer DMs on the weekend because that time's dedicated for your family, then guess what? Do not answer your DMs because once you do it, that one time, that's what your clients will expect every single time, right? So I'm going to give you a couple of my little tips here, okay? And then I'm going to end this. I don't want this podcast to be, really long. I just want you to know that beauty is business as well, okay? So number one, like I said, get your systems in place and I want you to stick to them. Don't, let anybody bully you into thinking that you got to respond right away. All money is not good money. Don't chase money. That's why I chase passion. I don't chase money. Because when you're chasing your passion, God is going to make room for that gift and that money is just going to flow to you. The moment you start chasing money, you start going outside of your systems. 2, charge what you're worth. Regardless of what business you're in, for some reason, women have an issue with asking for what they're really worth. We are emotional, so we do tend to attach emotions into it. But after a while, when you get continuously come up short, and when I say short, I mean short on your bills, short on your patience, short on your mental capabilities, short on everything, short on clients, just short in life. When you start coming up short, you will not hesitate to ask for what you want. So I'm going to give you an example. Okay, so one time I was going to go visit a friend in Houston. And of course, I personally like to stay in like upscale little hotels and things like that because that's just me, okay? I want to stay in like kind of like upscale hotels because I know once I get to the hotel, I'm going to be doing my own little personal little photo shoots for my business, okay? So there was a hotel I looked into, and it was it's called Hotel Derrick. It's based in Houston. Very upscale hotel, very nice, had nice scenery, things like that. So I get on the phone, and it's at the time when I really didn't have no money, okay? I get on the phone, and I call, and I ask them, what their rates are, this, that, and the other, and the rates was rather high, but I love the way the girl handled it. When she got on the phone, she was very confident. She did not put any squeakiness in her voice. She didn't put no question mark in her statements. At the very end, when she told me about all of the prices and things like that, and she said, okay, for you to stay here from Thursday to Sunday, the grand total will be $675. How would you like to take care of that? Would you like to use Visa, Discover, MasterCard, American Express, or will you be paying in cash when you come? It was just like that. Like she did not hesitate. Her voice was steady. It was confident all the way through with giving me the rates, giving me like the amenities. She didn't say, and at the end, after your stay, that grand total is $675. She didn't do that. No, she ran that thing. It was strong, baby. And the grand total from Thursday to Sunday will be $675. How would you like to take care of that? Visa, Discover, MasterCard, American Express, or will you be paying in cash? Like she did not hesitate. That's how you run a business. That's how you give people your prices, okay? Number 3, guys, Know your target audience. This takes time to get right as far as like being right on target. It's great to create like an audience avatar so that you're making your marketing materials that you speak to that, to that one specific person. So I tend to write like my emails as if I'm only writing to one person. That has helped me a lot in my business. Instead of trying to write emails like I'm talking to a group of people, I write it to like I'm talking to that one person. Because if you visualize writing to everyone, you may ramble and you may miss the mark. Okay? So a prime example of like target audiences, I always use like Target, the actual store, Target and Walmart. When you go to Walmart parking lots, when you go to Walmart, period, it's like a myriad of people in there, right? I know where I live at, there's a Walmart right by my house. When I go in the parking lot, I'm telling y'all, I hate going to this Walmart because like you just get like a dirty feeling, like the lights are dimmed inside of Walmart. The outside is not kept up. You got all kind of people coming in here that don't care how they look, don't care how they come out the house. And it's just not a good experience, right? Experience is everything for me. But when I go over to Target, baby, Target parking lot is always clean, it's pristine, like they pressure wash their parking lot so that it appears brighter when you go in. The lighting is brighter. They're organized inside. The people that frequent Target are more people that would actually, buy the same things that's at Walmart, but pay a heftier price just for the experience of Target. So Target attracts a different crowd. It attracts a crowd that wants an amazing experience. It attracts a crowd that is going to pay the big bucks and not question everything. So you want to think about things like that. Same thing with a Z Gallery versus like a Marshalls, or, you have to start looking at what is it and who is it that you want to buy your product, and who is it and what is it that you want to believe in your cause. All right, moving on to number 4. Now, have a day that you dedicate just for your administration type of work, like your invoices, checking on any pending unanswered emails, any paperwork, referral program updates, things like that. On my administration day, on Sundays, I typically don't do anything. That is my day that I do my self-care. I'm in my word. I'm just sitting down. I'm just relaxing. My administration days falls on like a Monday. Mondays is when I'm getting everything caught up that I didn't get done previously, but I'm getting everything caught up. I'm blocking my time just to answer emails. I'm blocking my time just to, update my website. I'm doing all of these blocks, okay? That way I can make sure that day is completely focused on administration. So Tuesday through Saturday, I'm focused on my clients, solely focused on my clients. And I don't just have local clients. I have clients for my online programs and things of that nature. And then my last tip is just be patient with yourself. You're constantly learning and growing. You cannot go on Instagram and look at somebody highlights, because that's all Instagram is. It's people highlights. They don't put too much of their struggle moments out there. But you can't go and you can't look at somebody's highlights and then start comparing yourself. That's where we go wrong. The biggest thing that I used to do is go on Instagram, is go on Facebook, is go on, Pinterest, and go on all these different social media sites and feel like, oh, I'm so behind. I'm so behind. This person is doing the same niche that I am, and they're doing more like this. They're doing more clients. That's what it appears to be. I can tell you this. A lot of us go out there and we'll put a post out there on Instagram, for instance, and we're waiting for people to like it, baby, because likes was just everything, right? One thing that I came to the realization really early on in my business is likes don't matter. Because if likes is not equaling up to what your financial goal is, what's the point? Okay. What is the point? So I have found that when I post things, and even say, for instance, if it only get like, I'm going to say like 15, 20, 30, 45, 100 likes, right? And my website or my email has not gone off, that someone has booked with me, someone has registered for a class, those likes don't mean nothing. Because obviously, that is not the target audience that, needed the product that I'm putting out here, okay? It's just somebody that probably just scrolled past your stuff and said, oh, this is cute, like it, The times where I've made the most money on, like, based off of a post that I put out, like, organically, like a post that I've put out and I got clicks right away, would have been on posts that people don't even like. And then I just circle it back around to how I do and how I shop and how I do business, right? So a lot of times when I'm looking at people's posts, like, say, for instance, like, I'm a lash artist as well. So when I'm going out there and I want to test out different lash glues and I want to start ordering, I might go on somebody's Instagram who is selling lash glue, and I might not necessarily like their stuff, but I'm going to click their product so that I can purchase from them. So that's why I say don't get caught up in the likes and all of that stuff. Don't get caught. It's important that people see your things, but don't get caught up in it, especially if those likes are not converting to dollar signs or even clients. Not necessarily dollar signs, but dollar signs right away, but just even clients or inquiries or something. All right, guys. So I just wanted you to know, honestly, that, don't sell yourself short, especially us in the beauty business. Don't sell yourself short. No, but please know, be very, very transparent with yourself and know that running a business is hard work and beauty is business. It is business. You can't like bully people into booking with you. But what you can do is you can definitely do the best that you can do. Okay. Meaning put out, aesthetically appealing work that you've done. So that way, people can see your true gifts, your true talents, make sure you can always lead them to a landing page to book with you or a website or what have you. So I just want you to be the best that you can be in this business. And I just want you to be honest with yourself. I want you to know that we all have had to go through that struggle. We all have had to figure it out as we go. And I don't want, especially if you're new to starting your beauty business, I don't want that to be you. I mean, learn from my mistakes, When you're starting a business, no, you're going to need a system. You're going to need an email system. You're going to need a way for people to get in touch with you. There's a lot of free, free tools out here for you to use, even to manage your time, to, just have your clients book efficiently and make it efficient for your business to run, where you're not having to physically sit there in front of a computer, sit there in front of your phone and run your business. If you have an iPhone, if you have a smartphone, you already have an assistant. I ask Siri everything. Siri, I just get on the phone and just ask Siri whatever I want to ask Siri and let Siri lead me, okay? She is my assistant, okay? But don't kid yourself. This is a business. You need a strategy. You need to know, have clarity of how and who you want to purchase. You want to know your why. You want to know why you're doing what you're doing. No, you don't just want to just jump into this thing because you want to make some dollar bills. You want to know, why do you want to do this? Why would I, Lakita, come to your website, and why would I want to purchase from you? What type of impact are you trying to make outside of doing makeup? What is your makeup? What do you want that customer to feel? How do you want that to impact their life? So think about all of these things when you're starting your business. Okay? All right, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. Don't forget to like and go ahead and leave me a positive comment. Let me know some of the things that you may have struggled with in your business in the comments area. If you have a topic that you want me to discuss, go ahead and leave that in the comments area. Make sure you share this podcast out with your good girlfriends and your beauty girlfriends. And again, guys, I just thank you, and I can't wait to hang out with y'all in the next episode. All right. Always aspire to inspire someone every day. Have a blessed one.